A very good morning, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. As the succession battles continue in the nation of Zimbabwe, we have seen Vice President Constantino Chiwenga going to his church, the Roman Catholic, and he has been ordained. We have seen so many priests or fathers praying for him, one after the other. And some people believe that this is being done in preparation of him taking over. So this is the third man who is actually praying for him at this point in time, ordaining him probably to become the next president of the Republic of Zimbabwe. This is what is happening. But remember, Vice President Chiwenga is facing stiff competition from various quarters and different quarters. Within ZANU-PF alone, he is facing battles from Emmerson Mnangagwa and possibly from Xavier Kasukuwere. So this whole thing of succeeding Emmerson Mnangagwa, there are several people who are interested in succeeding him. One of them is Xavier, and the others are Mnangagwa's children and Mnangagwa's family, which means it's something which is going to drain the VP more in terms of trying by all means possible to get the necessary support. At this point in time, because of his tone against corruption, he has gained a lot of respect within ZANU-PF and the neutrals, something which is very, very important and very, very significant. But, you know, there are people who still believe that a snake is still a snake, even ikange vunura. They say kuvunura kwayo hakuichinje, because inongoramba ine uturu hwayo. That is what other people are saying. So it's a very, very complicated journey for Vice President Chiwenga. But the good thing is that aswenda kunganga like vamwe vave hatisi kuziva behind the closed doors kuti anenge achita sei, because we could see mukuru uya achienda kwamarange, abva kwamarange kana kuti abva kuZCC ounza futi nganga paState House. So we don't know what they will be doing behind the closed doors, but at this point in time, it seems as if he's trying by all means possible to identify with God. That is something which is very, very significant. So remember, the succession battles in Zimbabwe, you know, they are becoming more deadly. They are becoming more terrible because everyone is eager to have change. Everyone wants change at this point in time. And everyone is being prepared. Every ambitious leader is becoming prepared to lead, except for one man. One man is not preparing, President Chamisa. He is the only politician so far who can replace Emmerson Mnangagwa, who is not running around like what everyone is doing. G40, they are actually placing themselves very, very close. We have seen different groupings in groups as a matter of recognition. But we have seen President Chamisa, people are actually begging President Chamisa, can you please speak and give us your position about whatever which is happening? President Chamisa is simply saying, wait until the right time. So no one knows if he is going to say anything when declarations are made with Rodi or whatever, or is going to continue, be quiet. Then yesterday he reposted something which is very, very important. He reposted something which says, kana mwari vachida kuti uite chinhu uchachiita, kana mwari vasiri kuda kuti uchiite hauchiiti. He reposted that, something like that. And it's something which is very, very important because several people have been bringing several narratives to say, kana Chamisa kasatumira vanhu murodhi in whatever which is happening, he won't get anything out of whatever which is going to come. And, you know, that can only be said by people who do not understand the political dynamics. Because protesters will protest, but after protesting, somebody is going to make a decision on who leads Zimbabwe after those protests. That is what we need to understand. So as long as these protests are not led by the citizens, they are not the ones who are going to decide who takes over. If citizens want to decide who takes over, they must be at the forefront of the protest. They must be the organizers. They must be. So our citizens, they've delegated that power to Comrade Geza and his people. And as long as Comrade Geza is calling the shots to say Murodi, he does have the power to say Murodi. He does have the power to say 10 left, 10 right, and Kumba. Everyone will be listening to his instructions. So the biggest problem is you end up being disappointed at the end of the day. Unless maybe if people are saying, let us have any other devil except Emerson. Maybe if that is the case, if people are saying, let us have any other devil other than Emerson, then maybe it was not going to be understandable. But in my own view, according to what is happening, a lot of people are going to be disappointed. What they think is going to happen in a different way, opposite. Whatever which is happening in Zimbabwe, just know that these people, they are preparing for a serious takeover. We saw when VP Chiwenga was in India, we saw him doing all these things about spiritualism. He came back to Zimbabwe. We are seeing more videos about him being ordained. They are praying for him. They're doing all sorts of things. And it seems as if everyone is on the rush to make sure that they get prepared for the task ahead. So spirituality, you need to be strong spiritually. President Chamisa vakamira pana Mwari. Vamwe vakamira pavanenge vakamira. Vamwe vanenge vakamira pavanenge vakamira. Everyone is actually finding his spiritual guidance or his spiritual shield to fight whatever which is happening. So it's becoming more interesting. And, this year, 2025, is the year where everyone in the nation of Zimbabwe is expecting to see a major shift in the political terrain. Who becomes the president of the Republic of Zimbabwe after Emerson Mnangagwa? A lot of people are asking these questions. Inina hangu pakuona kwangu, I do not see VP Chiwenga becoming president. I do not see Kasukuwere becoming president. This is how I view this. In my own view, I do not see VP Chiwenga becoming president. I do not see Kasukuwere becoming president. I see something totally different. Far from these two gentlemen. Why do I say so? There are so many activities and events which are happening within the military. But the truth is not being told. These people are not telling each other the truth. They are actually hiding critical information and critical things far away from each other. There are people with their own interests who are placing their cards panzvimbo dzakanaka kuti famba apa tikafamba tinonobuda bobo apa tikarega uya akadai so tinonobuda bobo apa, which means 2017 is upon us. Kushandiswa kwavanhu kuchaitika, but this time around zviri kusiyana kuti vakamboshandiswa nevakamboshandisa might be there might be just a shift in terms of who is going to be used, who is going to be disappointed this time around. So what we are praying for, I always say, let us not forget to pray for Valerio Sibanda, because he does have a critical decision which he is supposed to make. We need to pray for him so that he makes a sound decision about what is going to happen next in the nation of Zimbabwe. Whatever you might say about him, that man does have a say in what is going to happen in the nation of Zimbabwe. That is the design. So with time, I think the people of Zimbabwe will start to understand these things. You start to understand. Valerio achamirana Mnangagwa, Valerio will support Emerson Mnangagwa. Prepare to be disappointed, because what is coming is going to shock a lot of people, is going to disappoint a lot of people. You are going to see that chinonzi friendship panyika pano kana kuti chinonzi usahwira panyika panapa in terms of politics chinhu ichocho hachirarame forever and ever. The only thing which does not change, mubereki wako, mai vako kana varivo ndivo, baba vako kana varivo ndivo. It might be maybe kuti hauzive chaivo but your DNA haife yakachinja, baba vako ndivavo. But when it comes to the issues of politics and friends, these things change. This is what I can tell the people of Zimbabwe to say. These things, they change. So, you know, never trust kuti ningi kana akadai zvinhu zvedu zvichabuda zvakadai. People are meeting behind closed doors. High level meetings are happening behind closed doors. They didn't start today. They are continuing because of latest developments. But we have what is called invisible meetings which are happening in Zimbabwe. And those are the most critical meetings. The invisible meetings are the most critical meetings which are happening. So this is Team Zimbabwe. Vice President Chiwenga, as you can see right there on the video, varikuordenwa to become probably the next president after Mnangagwa. The major question is, will this have any effect per leadership change in the nation of Zimbabwe? Zvichavabatsira here vachiwenga? Inini kuona kwandiri kuita, ndiri kuona vachimacha vakateedzana nemumwe wavo anonzi Mnangagwa. This is how I see it, and it's very, very interesting. But he's going to play a very, very pivotal role, a key role in making sure that Zimbabwe is liberated. That is going to fix the mess which he created.